here we are the next day, and the snow is still coming down. The roads are fairly clear. All the main roads are like totally clear. It's right down to blacktop and concrete. So this is just because it's in the park. We're a little bit covered. We're in a winter wonderland here. Yeah, we're in the middle of February, and this is really nice actually, because we're sitting at -1 Celsius, which 2 degrees warmer. This snow is going to be starting to melt, and it's actually very moist right now because it's perfect for snowballs. So on Tuesday, in a couple of days, we're supposed to be hitting 6 and 7 degrees with sunshine. So I'm thinking by next weekend all of this will be gone, and well, we'll be on our way to spring and are traveling.
Somebody asked me the other day, is your trailer warm? And I'm like, yeah, it's warm. It's got a furnace, it's got a fireplace. It stays warm. Last week with the cold snap.
Well, actually it was the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago when I was working, it was very, very cold, but no snow. So we were hitting, probably maybe -2, -4, -5, and then the wind chill. Mm-hmm. It was very chilly. Well, here we are outside. I just thought I'd show you how much snow has been falling. It's been coming down fairly steadily all day. I think it started probably 3 or 4 a.m. this morning. And this is what our car is sitting at right now. So just a hair over 2 inches has actually fallen today. It's actually a very wet snow. Perfect for snowballs. This is what we're dealing with right now. Going to compact fairly hard. It's going to turn into ice on the roads. It's going to be nasty to drive in. And I'm happy I don't have to work for 2 more days. So, anyways, just thought I'd give you a look around. This is what we're looking at here. The park isn't too bad. I know it was a lot worse last year. We had a couple of very snowy, I guess, weeks last year. This one, it's not too bad, and I'm just happy it's on a weekend.
The birds are chirping, crows are squawking. I just wanted to pop in here to talk about a little more about our weather. So last week we talked about how in January it rained and it rained and it rained, and how much rain we had. Well, here we are in February, and we got our snow. We had a little bit of a cold snap last week, and then on the weekend we got snow. We probably had about 10 centimeters. It wasn't huge, 4 to 6 inches, somewhere in there. And then it snowed Friday night, Saturday, pretty much all day. Sunday it snowed, then it turned to rain. It's late, I'm not gonna lie. I was up editing video tonight. As Brent showed earlier today, it was snowing. It was beautiful. And in true BC fashion, on the west coast, you get a little bit of snow, and then you get this. Can you hear it? Yep, it's raining again. That's what happens here on the BC wet coast. They said it was going to be cold until like Tuesday. It's Sunday night. Oh well. It's going to be spring soon. March is coming, and the spring flowers are going to come, and it's going to be wonderful. That's the BC wet coast. Snow, then rain. Wouldn't have it any other way. Monday we had drizzly, miserable rain, And so what happens is our just snow turns into slush. Most of it's been either driven on or walked through by people or dogs, so it's kind of a mess. I'll just show you. Brent showed you when it was snowing on the weekend. So this is what we end up with. It's a sloppy mess. But we're getting a little bit of sunshine today and tomorrow. If I turn the camera around really fast, then there's the sun peeking through again. And with all this, someone asked me when they found out I live in an RV full time. They said, "Is it warm?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Well, you use RVs in the summer and you go camping and stuff like that." No idea that living in an RV full time was an option. So, this week we're going to talk about it. Is the trailer warm? So we'll, I mean, for the most part, yes. Is it work? Yeah, a little bit. There's a system. So Brent and I are going to talk about that. The fireplace could not keep up. The furnace had to keep kicking in. We had the furnace set up, what, 20?
Overnight it was set at 19 Celsius.
And during the day we had it set around 21, 22. And the fireplace could not keep it up. So if you're just sitting down watching TV, reading a book, or doing whatever that is, then it gets cold.
Well, if you're sitting in one area and you're close to the fireplace, it's all well and good. You get up to go to the washroom or go down the hall to the bedroom for a minute, you need a sweater.
I have my...
or a nice thick plush blanket.
I would just lay this over top of my lap because I find that from like the knees down, I get cold. And it's not comfortable.
I think the biggest issue in the RV, we have an R40 in the roof, R30 in the floor. We have an Arctic package. Our tanks are not heated, which I found out not too long ago, and I was kind of disappointed on that, but not a big deal. The walls, and especially in the slides, are an R9.
Are the slides even that thick?
The slides, I would guess, are probably closer to an R7. So we can feel air movement from outside. Mm-hmm. It's not drastic, but it is definitely not an R22, which most residential units have. Mm-hmm. And it is what it is. It's RVs.
So we have to do a little bit of work. There's a bit of a trick to... we figured it out what works for our RV, and it's a bit of a trick.
Yes.
And if you leave the bathroom vent open, apparently it gets cold in here.
Yeah, if you leave a vent open, it's fine for air circulation. You don't get condensation on the windows, but the air inside gets chilly.
And then you end up, all your hot air goes outside, and you end up...
turning the furnace up, turning the fireplace up.
So your bills go a little bit higher.
Luckily, in the lower mainland of British Columbia, it's not a long-term occurrence. It is an annual occurrence for 1 or 2 weeks here and there. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big deal. We've gone through. We've got 3 30-pound propane tanks, and over the past 2 weeks, I've filled one every about 4 to 5 days. Mm-hmm. Which isn't too bad at $31 a pop. We keep the fireplace going all day long, and at night we've got a tower heater in the bedroom, so we have to turn the fireplace off because we're only on a 30 amp circuit. Oh, the joys of RVing. Yeah. If we were on a 50 amp circuit, we could keep them both going, no problem. But it's give and take.
Then on the other hand, we don't have a massive hydro bill, or electric bill, or gas bill, so it all balances out at the end of the day.
The give and take of RV life.
Yeah, and we like our cozy little home. It's nice and easy to keep clean, and well, sort of.
If we didn't have a Wrigley, it'd be a lot cleaner.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not spending hours and hours cleaning my home, so that's wonderful too. Anyways, is our RV warm? Yes, it is. And it's as warm as we want it to be.
Yeah.
Or as cool as we want it to be.
Set it to whatever you like, whatever makes you comfortable.
That is all we wanted to talk about for today.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Well, there's a few things I'd like to add, so that's all well and good.
Okay.
Also, with condensation issues...
That's next week.
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, one positive thing about this, there's not a lot of people out and about, but Wrigley is just loving this weather. Isn't that right, Wrigley? Oh, yeah, great. Well, you gotta go, I guess. So, of all the neighbors we have, I've only seen a little bit of movement today, for obvious reason. If I didn't have to go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. Yeah, this morning I went out and picked up my grandson, Thane, and my son came and picked him up, well, a couple hours ago now, so yeah, Miriam went over to take care of our other new grandson, Theo, and help out her daughter, Melissa. She just got home yesterday, so she needs some help, absolutely. But, yeah, this is actually very nice. It's very peaceful today. And I've lost Wrigley. She's not that far. I can hear the chain, or her collar jingling somewhere. Not too far away. Anyways, we'll check back in tomorrow. It's supposed to be like this all weekend, so we're supposed to get anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters. I think we're sitting about 4 right now, with that measurement of 2 inches, roughly 4 centimeters. Okay.